Hi everyone, Patricia with Alchemy Therapies here, and just a quick video about narcissistic parents. Being the child of a narcissistic parent, what does that actually mean? Well, if like me, you grew up with a parent who their needs were more important than yours, for instance, and you were doing all the emotional work to make that okay, to kind of assuage the problems that were going on in the family, that's kind of a form of narcissism. It doesn't have to be an overt narcissism. Overt narcissism, you'll see more commonly, it's more about grandiosity and just basically a lack of empathy. But there are scales of narcissistic tendency, and of course it's a childhood wound on their part as well. So they didn't get enough love and connection, usually between the ages of 3 to 5. That's where narcissism generally forms. So, but what's it like growing up as a child of that and knowing that your needs are not important? Well, it does have long-term ramifications. So you're going to find as an adult that you, at a fundamental level, doubt your own self-worth. Where that shows up most often is in relationships with other people. And so when you get to the stage of being an adult and you want to have sexual or intimate relationships with other people, you often find that you attract more of the same thing that you've always had. So you'll tend to attract people who want more than they give, who you need to support, because that's a familiar trait. Your brain recognizes it, and so it mistakes the familiarity for safety. And so you're unconsciously drawn to people who remind you of the past. And conversely, good people, people who are stable and giving and loving, will actually trigger your smoke alarm in your brain, the amygdala, to actually recognize that as a threat. And so you'll run from good relationships or stable relationships because they simply don't feel safe. And that's the bizarre legacy of growing up in a situation in which you doubt your own self-worth, or you doubt you're good enough in some way, which is the message of shame that is embedded in your body. And that's what we need to work on. And as part of the Emotional Audit Programme, that's part of what we're going to be doing, is looking at changing the internal patterns of self-worth to ones that support and nurture you rather than hinder you in your adult life. So if you want to take part, if you're interested in some of this information, it's 14 weeks, 7 modules, 7 talk modules, and then 7 share and Q&A sessions where you get to support each other in a group environment and ask questions and develop your understanding, and indeed practice some of the interventions that I'm teaching. It really is possible to heal, and there's never been a better time. If you're interested in joining us, look us up on myemotionalaudit.com or send me an email, info@myemotionalaudit.com. You can also find us on Facebook as well. All right, take care everyone. Bye for now.